Welcome back to News 19 at 6. I'm Chief Meteorologist Efren Afonte, and again, we have a News 19 weather impact alert days, plural, because we are looking at from tonight right through Friday, pretty much for most of the day and night, and we'll go exactly hour by hour when to expect it in your neighborhood, but the likelihood of very heavy rainfall that is going to lead to flash flooding in many areas of the Midlands. It's not just the Midlands also, it's a good portion of South Carolina. The latest information on Tropical Storm Debby after it made landfall as a Category 1 hurricane just to the west of Cedar Key, Florida. It's now moving through Georgia. It's right on the line of the Florida-Georgia line, and you can see a lot of heavy rainfall that's moving through with it. Tropical storm warnings are in effect for a good portion of southeast Georgia, including the low country coastline, with tropical storm watches that head towards the Grand Strain. It is expected to stay as a very tight end tropical storm, 40-mile-an-hour winds, but before we get to early Wednesday morning. So after midnight Tuesday, it gets out to sea in the Atlantic through Wednesday, potentially making a second landfall Thursday afternoon, somewhere between Georgetown and maybe Horry County, and it strengthens winds to 60 miles an hour before it heads into North Carolina. But notice, the Midlands, we're not under any watches or warnings. That's a great thing, but we're still going to be dealing with the impacts. Right now, we do have a line of showers, light to moderate to maybe heavy, pretty much in Orangeburg, Aiken, Clarendon, Calhoun, and far southwestern Sumter County, with a couple of isolated showers in lower Richland. The overall scope is that the winds haven't picked up yet. They're coming out of the east, roughly about maybe 10 to 15 miles an hour. Gusts, not an issue, maybe up to 20. It will be gusty winds later on, but there's the center of Debby. There's all the showers and storms and very heavy rainfall already moving off the coast into the low country. So what we're going to be expecting as we go throughout the next several days, there is a marginal risk for heavy rainfall in the northern Midlands, southern Midlands, slight to even a moderate, second highest level category, extreme southern portions of Orangeburg County. That's just for tonight. Tomorrow, widespread, high level chance of very heavy rainfall persistent throughout the day on Tuesday, and then we're going to do it again on Wednesday, but the focus is going to be along and east of I-95. And Thursday, a second round, moderate rainfall for a good portion of our Midland communities. So as we go throughout the night, as we get towards midnight, we'll see bands of heavy rainfall in the southern and central portions of the Midlands. And then by the time we get to early morning, we'll still have widespread showers and storms. That'll be the first phase. The second phase, as we get into the afternoon, more heavy rainfall is expected, and that's going to continue all throughout the day tomorrow. And then it starts to lighten up just a little bit as we go around midnight. But Wednesday morning, here comes another round, and that round is going to be persistent to the east and then start moving into the west as we get into Thursday night. So the forecast, more showers and storms, temperatures in the 70s with highs tomorrow pretty much stuck in the upper 70s and low 80s. But the key thing is that we're expecting more rainfall starting Wednesday morning, and here's a second wave. Heavy rainfall that's going to be moving through Wednesday morning, afternoon, and into Thursday. And how much rain are we talking about? Well, again, areas along and east of I-95 could see 10 to possibly 15 inches. Down along the low country, 15, 20, possibly 30 inches of rainfall. And by the time our rainfall is done here in the Midlands, and this only goes to Thursday, we're looking at the potential of along and east of I-95 and both sides to possibly 13 to 15 inches of rainfall. 7 to 10 in the central Midlands and then north of I-20, possibly even up to 4 to 5 inches of rainfall. And we're not worried about the tropical storm winds because that's really not going to be a factor. Yeah, there's a chance it may get windy, but the overall scope is that you're dealing with the weather impact alert from Tuesday through Thursday with all that heavy rainfall and still with more storms on Friday, with maybe tapering off into Saturday, and with any luck, Sunday and Monday, the rain is done. Stay with us. We got more News 19 at 6 after the break.